Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, very good afternoon, everybody. And I'm C. Gaurav Chopra, and welcome you to the classes. And in today's class, we are going to start our topic quadratic equation. So, let us begin with the topic. So, let's see who all are live with us now. So, very good afternoon, everybody. Miss Parmar is there, Ashwarya, Ananya, Pramod, Ujjwal, Bharat Chaudhary, Trisha, Ayushi, Manish, Nikita, Aditi. Pratibha, Navya, Tamanna, Soumyarajan, Prasanta, Lisa, Puranjay Singh. Great. So let us begin with the topic quadratic equation. So as we had discussed earlier also, what is quadratic equation? So whenever there is an equation having variable with the power 2, variable with a degree 2, then it is known as quadratic equation. So the basic format of quadratic equation is ax square plus b of x plus c is equal to 0, where a is known as the coefficient of x square, b is known as the coefficient of x, and c is the constant. C is the constant. So this is the basic format of quadratic equation. And here the degree is 2. Degree means the power, the maximum power of variable is 2. If let's say b becomes 0, if b becomes 0, then what is left? We are left with ax square plus c equal to 0. Then this is known as pure quadratic equation. Pure quadratic equation. All right. So some of the examples are also given. Like let's say the first example, 2x square plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. So this is known as the quadratic equation. So whenever equal to is there, then it becomes equation. And when highest degree is 2, highest power is 2, then it is known as quadratic equation. So all these are the examples of quadratic equation. Now from this quadratic equation, what we have to calculate? What we have to calculate? We have to find out the value of x. We have to find out the value of x. So the value of x is known as root of the equation. Root of the equation. So whenever the question is asking about roots, that means we have to find out the value of variable. So here it is x, it can be y, it can be z, it can be anything. So whatever is the variable, we have to find out the values of that variable. And number of values can be 1, it can be 2. Okay. So how to simplify the quadratic equation? So in order to solve the quadratic equation, there are two methods. First method is known as splitting method. First one is known as splitting method. So here we have to do the factorization and then we can split the equation to solve. Second method will be a formula, and it is known as quadratic formula, or it is also known as Sridhar Acharya formula. Sridhar Acharya formula. So these are the two methods which will help us in solving the quadratic equation. One is the splitting method and second one is Sridhar Acharya method. Okay. Now let us write this formula first. So in order to find out the roots, that is the value of x, what is the formula? Minus of b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a upon 2a. So this is the whole formula. All right. So many more are now live with us. Welcome guys, everybody. So we have started with the quadratic equation, and this is the formula which is required for finding the value of x or finding the roots of x. So minus of b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this is the formula. Now, here the question will be talking about sum of roots. Now, how to calculate the sum of roots? So, our standard format of equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So whenever we have to find out the sum of roots, then what we have to do? We have to use simple formula, that is minus b upon a. Minus b upon a. What is b? B is the coefficient of x. And what is a? A is the coefficient of x square. So we have to do minus b upon a. This is known as sum of roots. And other one is known as product of roots. Product means multiplication, so we can write it as c upon a. C denotes constant and a is the coefficient of x square. Okay, right. So this is the sum of roots and product of roots. So we have to remember these. These are very, very much important in quadratic equation. All right. So we have learned four things now. First one is the quadratic formula, the basic format of equation, then sum of roots, and then the product of roots. Now, there is some reverse case. Or before going forward, I think we can take one simple example to solve the quadratic equation. Okay, so let us take one simple example. X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Now, if we follow the first method, that is known as splitting method, then what we have to do? So when we are following splitting method, the first step is find out AC. A is the coefficient of x square, which is 1 here, and what is C? 12. So 1 into 12 is 12. This is AC. Now we have to find out the factors of 12 in such a way so that we can get the sum as 7. We can get the sum as 7 and the product as 12. तो 12 के हमें ऐसे टुकड़े करने हैं, ऐसे फैक्टर्स करने हैं जिनको मल्टीप्लाई करने से तो 12 आएगा, लेकिन प्लस करने से, ऐड करने से कितना आना चाहिए? 7 आना चाहिए. So let's try. 1 into 12. तो प्रोडक्ट तो 12 है, but sum is not 7. 2 into 6. 2 plus 6 is 8, not 7. 3 into 4. 3 into 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7. So this time we can use 3 and 4. So x square plus 3 of x plus 4 of x plus 12 is equal to 0. So इस तरह से हम split कर लेंगे. So Mr. Muhammad Khan is saying, please speak a little bit of Hindi. Sure, Muhammad, don't worry. Yes. So x square plus 3x plus 4x plus 12. Now we have to take common. क्या लेना है हमें? Common लेना है. So इन दोनों में common क्या आ जाएगा? X is common. What is left? X plus 3. Then 4x and 12. 4 is common. What is left? X plus 3. Okay. Now out of this completely, we can take x plus 3 as common. इस पूरे में देखा जाए तो x plus 3 common है, तो what is left? पीछे क्या बच जाएगा? x plus 4. So x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 4 and it is equal to 0. It is equal to 0. Now next step क्या है? Now one by one equate them with 0. If x plus 3 is equal to 0, this means that x is equal to minus of 3. And if x plus 4 is equal to 0, this means that x is equal to minus of 4. So these are the two values. These are the two roots of equation. Roots of equation. All right. So you can write 3 and 7 in any sequence. So Sadhana is asking, we write larger part first and smaller later. You can write it in any ways, it makes no difference. पहले आपने 3x लिखा, बाद में 4 लिखा, या पहले 4x और बाद में 3x, एक ही बात है. It will make no difference. Okay. So the result is -3 and -4. This is the splitting method. Now, अगर हम same question को solve करते हैं using quadratic formula, that is Sridhar Acharya formula, then how to solve? So let's try again. X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Now, what is the coefficient of x square? A का value क्या होगा? 1, B का value 7 and C का value होगा 12. Now, applying the formula, minus B plus minus root of B square minus 4AC upon 2A. Now, what is the value of B? It is 7. So, minus of 7 plus minus root 7 square minus 4 into 1 into 12 upon 2 into 1. So, what is left? Minus 7 plus minus root of 49 minus 48 upon 2. Now, what is 49 minus 48? It is 1. So, minus 7 प्लस माइनस 1 अपॉन 2. एक बार प्लस 1 लेंगे और एक बार माइनस, तो दोनों सिचुएशंस हम यहाँ पे कर लेते हैं. सो एक बार हमने लिया प्लस, सो -7 प्लस 1 अपॉन 2, क्या रिजल्ट आएगा? -3. एंड सेकेंड टाइम -7 -1 upon 2. So this time what is the result? It is -4. तो आंसर इज एग्जैक्टली द सेम. दोनों मेथड से आंसर बिल्कुल सेम आएगा. बोथ मेथड विल yield the same result. Okay. अंश वर्मा says ये क्लास 10th में भी था. Yes, exactly this was in class 10 and in this pattern we can solve. All right. So now the next step is the nature of roots. तो nature of roots कैसे आएगा, अब हम वो देखते हैं. So nature of roots में x is equal to -b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2. जो अभी हमने quadratic formula डिस्कस किया है, इसी को हमें यूज करना है. We have to use this formula and इस फॉर्मूले में जो रूट के अंदर वैल्यू है, दैट इज नोन एज डिस्क्रिमिनेंट. दैट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ b square minus 4ac. Only this portion is known as discriminant. This portion is known as discriminant. Now, by seeing the value of discriminant, we can judge the nature of roots. Discriminant की वैल्यू को देख करके हम पता लगा सकते हैं कि रूट्स कैसे हैं. रूट्स रियल नंबर है, इमेजिनरी नंबर है, इक्वल है, अनइक्वल है, रेशनल या फिर इरेशनल, उसका नेचर कैसा है, ये हम इस डिस्क्रिमिनेंट को देखकर पता लगा सकते हैं. सो व्हाट आर दोस कंडीशंस? सबसे पहली कंडीशन, द फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज इफ b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac इज इक्वल टू 0. अगर ये वैल्यू 0 के इक्वल है, देन उस केस में हम बोलेंगे रूट्स आर रियल एंड इक्वल. अगर b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac ये पूरी वैल्यू 0 हो जाती है, दिस कंप्लीट थिंग बिकम्स 0, तो उस केस में रूट्स आर रियल एंड इक्वल. सेकंड, if this value is not 0 but it is more than 0 का मतलब हो गया it is positive. अगर रूट के अंदर वैल्यू आती है पॉजिटिव, तो उस केस में रूट्स कैसे होंगे? then the roots will be real and unequal. unequal का मतलब distinct, यानी कि अलग अलग वैल्यूज होगी. एक वैल्यू 3 है और दूसरी 4 है, so values will be distinct, different. लेकिन अगर सिचुएशन थर्ड है, b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac इज लेस देन 0, दैट मींस रूट में क्या आ जाएगा? नेगेटिव साइन. देयर इज अ नेगेटिव वैल्यू इनसाइड रूट, लाइक -5 इनसाइड द रूट. then the roots are imaginary, because रूट के अंदर कभी भी वैल्यू नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकती. अगर रूट में नेगेटिव वैल्यू है then it is known as imaginary number. It is known as imaginary number. और उसको डिनोट किया जाता है किसके साथ? आयोटा के साथ. So root of -5 will be written as root 5 iota. So in place of root of -1, we can write I. I means iota and it is an imaginary number. Okay, so these are the three conditions. पहली condition क्या है? Equal to 0 है, तो roots real and equal. More than 0 है, positive value है, तो real and unequal. Less than 0 है, then they will be imaginary. All right. Now fourth condition. फोर्थ कंडीशन क्या है कि बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0. 0 तो नहीं है, कोई दूसरा नंबर है, एंड इट इज अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर. परफेक्ट स्क्वायर है, लाइक 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 100, 400, 900. तो कोई भी ऐसा परफेक्ट स्क्वायर अगर आता है देन उस केस में हम क्या बोलेंगे? रूट्स आर रियल, रेशनल एंड अनइक्वल. तो क्योंकि जैसे परफेक्ट स्क्वायर होगा तो रूट से बाहर आ जाएगा, और रूट से बाहर आते ही द नंबर कैन बिकम रेशनल. इरेशनैलिटी नहीं रहेगी, इरेशनैलिटी नहीं रहेगी, बिकॉज अगर रूट में 9 है तो 9 बार आके 3 बन जाएगा. अगर रूट में 16 है इट विल बिकम 4, बट अगर रूट में 17 है तो ये रूट से बाहर नहीं आ सकता, इट विल रिमेन रूट ऑफ 17. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाई फोर्थ कंडीशन में क्या क्लियर हुआ है? इफ द रिजल्ट इज परफेक्ट स्क्वायर तो उस केस में हम बोलेंगे रूट्स विल बी रियल, रेशनल एंड अनइक्वल. Now the fifth case, it says b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. That means it is positive but not a perfect square. Positive तो है लेकिन perfect square नहीं है, तो उस केस में रूट्स इरेशनल बन जाएंगे. रियल और अनइक्वल तो रहेंगे बट साथ में दे विल बी इरेशनल, बिकॉज हमारा रिजल्ट किसमें आएगा? रूट में आएगा. रिजल्ट विल बी अवेलेबल इन रूट. ओके, सो लास्ट में क्या मेंशन है? बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac इज नोन एज द डिस्क्रिमिनेंट इन द इक्वेशन. तो ये सारे पॉइंट्स अभी हमें आगे हेल्प करेंगे इन सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चंस. सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दीज 3 मोर पॉइंट्स. नोट नंबर 1, इट सेज irrational root occur in conjugate pairs. ये हमेशा पेयर के अंदर होगा. पेयर का मतलब क्या? अगर एक रूट हमारा m प्लस रूट n है तो दूसरा रूट फिक्स है, क्या होगा? m माइनस रूट n. Let's say if the one value is 5 plus root 3, तो दूसरी वैल्यू क्या होगी? 5 minus root 3. It is fixed because ये हमेशा पेयर के अंदर ही आएगा. एक वैल्यू प्लस होगी और दूसरी वैल्यू माइनस होगी. ओके, तो दिस ऑलवेज अकर इन पेयर्स. Then Sadhana is asking b square minus 4ac can be read as subduplicate of discriminant. No. Sadhana is asking whether b square minus 4ac is known as subduplicate. No, it is not a subduplicate. Only this value is known as discriminant. This value is known as discriminant. Now, the second one. If one root is reciprocal of other, that means if one root is 2, then other root will be 1 by 2. If one root is 3, other will be 1 by 3. Then in this case, what will be their product? If we multiply them, the result will be 1 always. So whenever we multiply two numbers, two roots which are reciprocal of each other, then their product is always equal to 1. So here we can write the product as 1. So if the product is 1, then we have earlier read that from the quadratic equation, what is the product? C upon A is known as product, and this product is equal to 1. Then we can also write as C is equal to A. C and A both will be equal. So ये situation कब होगी? When the roots are reciprocal of each other. जब दोनों reciprocal होंगे, उस केस में C and A will be equal. Then comes the point number C. If one root is equal to other root, but signs are opposite. Sign opposite है. Like one root is 2, other is -2. So in such a case, what will be the sum? इनका sum क्या होगा? Sum will be 0. If one root is 5, other will be -5. Again, the sum will be 0. तो जब भी उनकी value same है but signs are different, then their sum will be 0. So we can write that B upon A is equal to 0. This means that B will be 0. B will be 0. Okay. Now there is example number 1. X square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now you can solve this with any of the method. Okay. So x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So for applying the splitting method, we have to find A, C. A is 1, C is 6. So the product is 6. Now we have to do the factors of 6. So 1 into 6. So 1 into 6, 2 into 3. So can we get the sum as 5 or not? 1 and 6 is not 5, but 2 and 3 is 5. So we have to get this time -5 because minus is available before 5. So हम values क्या consider करेंगे? -2 and -5. So sum of -2 and -3 is -5. So x square minus of 2x minus of 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now we can take common. X will be common, and on other side -3 will be common. So यहाँ पर sign आएगा minus. So it is x minus 2. Now again we can take common. X minus 2 and x minus 3 will be equal to 0. So therefore we will get x equals 2 and x equals to 3. So these are the two results of the equation. So these are known as the roots of equation. Okay. So Nikita says, please repeat note number A. Okay. See, in note number A, what was written that roots, irrational roots always occur in conjugate pairs. वो हमेशा pairs के अंदर आते हैं. That means अगर एक root आपका m plus root n है, तो दूसरा root ऑटोमेटिक क्या बन जाएगा? m minus root n. Only sign change हो जाएगा, plus की प्लेस पे माइनस. तो अगर एक रूट पता है तो दूसरा रूट आप अपने आप लिख सकते हो विदाउट एनी फर्दर कैलकुलेशंस. Okay, so agar if one root is 5 plus root 3, other will become 5 minus root 3. All right. Ujjwal says, in this question, can we take 1 and -6? Okay, see, if we try 1 and -6 on adding, their sum will be -5, but if you try the product will be -6. उसका multiplication -6 हो जाएगा, but here we require +6. हमें तो प्लस का 6 चाहिए, ना कि माइनस का. Okay, so that is why we cannot take 1 and -6. All right. Okay, Priyanka is asking to repeat note number B. सी इन नोट नंबर बी इट सेज अगर रूट एक दूसरे के रेसिप्रोकल है तो उनका प्रोडक्ट हमेशा 1 आएगा। अगर एक रूट आपका 4 है और दूसरा रेसिप्रोकल मतलब 1/4 है तो इनका प्रोडक्ट ऑलवेज कितना होगा? 1 होगा। दिस वाज पॉइंट नंबर बी। Now, example number 2 में we have to find out the nature of roots of the following equations. इन equations का nature of root क्या है ये पता लगाना है. So let us find. तो nature of roots पता लगाने के लिए what we have to do? We have to find b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac. Okay. Now what to do? You have to simply find put the value in this formula, that is the discriminant. So trying the first one, x square minus 8 of x plus 16 is equal to 0. Now what is b? B is minus of 8 square, then minus 4, a is 1, c is 16. So we are getting 64 minus 64, it is 0. Now you can see b square minus 4ac is 0 this time. So when it is 0, that means the condition number 1, roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. Miss Kirtana is asking, can we use any of those two methods? Yes, you can use any method to solve the quadratic equation. And the third one is also there, that is using options. So you can also try using options. You have all the three methods. Whichever you are comfortable with, use that method. No worries. Okay. Now the second one, 3x square minus 8x plus 4 equal to 0. So again, apply this minus 8 square minus 4, a is 3, c is 4. So 64 minus 16 into 3 is 48. So this time result is 16. Now b square minus 4ac is positive, that is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then we have to check whether it is a perfect square or not. Then yes, it is a perfect square. So it is a perfect square. So then we can say that the roots are real, rational, and unequal. Okay, real, rational, and unequal. Ritu Tiwari says your way of teaching is very good. Thank you so much, Ritu. Now the third one. Third one says 5x square minus 4x plus 2. So again we can check b square minus 4a and then c. So 16 minus 40. This time we are getting negative number, that is less than 0. Since it is less than 0, then we can say that inside root there will be negative sign. So it is imaginary. So roots are imaginary and unequal. Imaginary and unequal. And last one also we can try. 2x square minus 6x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now this time what we have to do again, minus 6 square minus 4, a is 2, c is minus 3. So 36 plus 24. This time number is 60, positive number greater than 0, but not a perfect square. Not a perfect square. That means the roots will be irrational. Roots are irrational. So we can write it as real, irrational, and unequal. And unequal. Yes. So these are the answers. So like today's topic is very much lengthy, so we have to be a bit faster in calculation so that we can cover maximum number of questions. Okay. So since it is quadratic equation, it will take some time in solving the questions also. So we have to be a bit fast today. Now, illustration number one. Now, these are some of the important questions which we can say, which usually comes in exams. And here, some identities will be used, which you might have studied in class 9 and 10. So all those identities will be required, like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube. So all those will be used here. Now let us begin with the first one. If alpha and beta be the roots, find the equation whose roots are alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square. Okay, so let's try this. So at present, what is the given equation? It is x square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. So if we find the roots, we know that if we solve this, we can get the roots. And this question we had solved in the beginning, x square plus 7x plus 12, where we had written x plus 3 into x plus 4, and we got x as minus 3 and minus 4. So these were the roots of the given equation. But now the case is different. Now what we require to find the equation. The question is asking to find the equation whose roots are alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square. So this is the requirement. Okay. So what we have to do, first let us understand how to form the equation. How to form an equation. Now to form the equation, there is one simple formula. X square minus sum, then put x plus product plus product. This is the formula. X square minus sum of x plus product. Let's say these two are the roots, minus 3 and minus 4. These are the roots and we have to form the equation. Then what we have to do, x square minus, what is the sum? Sum is minus 3 and adding minus 4. And what is their product? Minus 3 multiplied by minus 4. So what is the equation? X square plus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. So in this way, we can verify that our equation was correct. Okay. So in this way, we can form the equation. But here in the given question, we have to find out the equation whose roots are alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square. This we require. So what we have to do, we can write here, let the roots of equation be alpha and beta. So these are the two roots of equation. Now, if we have to find out the sum of roots, that is alpha plus beta, we have to find out. So in that case, what will happen? How to find the sum? It is minus b upon a. Minus b upon a. So we can write minus 7 upon 1. Minus 7 upon 1. And what is the product? Formula for product, that is alpha into beta will be c upon a. So according to the equation, what is c? C is 12, a is 1. So we are getting 12. So from here we have found out the value of alpha plus beta is -7 and alpha into beta is 12. So these two values are available. Now, what is our requirement? Our requirement is that we have to find out the equation whose roots are alpha plus beta whole square, whose roots are alpha plus beta whole square. So first of all, we can find the sum of roots and let us name it new. Sum of roots. So first root is alpha plus beta whole square and second root is alpha minus beta whole square. तो पहले हमने क्या रख दिया, जो इक्वेशन हमें बनानी है उनके रूट्स का सम निकालेंगे और उन्हीं के रूट्स का हम प्रोडक्ट निकालेंगे। तो पहले हम इसका सम निकालते हैं। तो अल्फा प्लस बीटा की वैल्यू क्या हमारे पास अवेलेबल है? यस, इट इज अवेलेबल, इट इज -7। तो -7 का स्क्वायर। नाउ द प्रॉब्लम इज अल्फा माइनस बीटा स्क्वायर इज रिक्वायर्ड और उसकी वैल्यू हमारे पास अवेलेबल नहीं है। Then what can be done? तो उसकी जगह पे हम एक फॉर्मूला यूज कर सकते हैं। What is the formula? What is the identity? वो आइडेंटिटी है अल्फा माइनस बीटा होल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू अल्फा प्लस बीटा होल स्क्वायर -4 अल्फा इंटू बीटा। दिस इज द आइडेंटिटी। इस आइडेंटिटी को यूज करके हम अल्फा माइनस बीटा स्क्वायर की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं। So here what we are doing now, plus alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. Now put the values. Now -7 square is 49 plus alpha plus beta is again -7 then square and -4 alpha beta. Alpha beta is 12. So 49 plus 49 minus 48. So how much we are getting? We are getting 50. So 50 is the sum of roots. Sum of roots. Similarly, we can find out the product of roots. Product of roots. So alpha plus beta square and multiply by alpha minus beta square. Now alpha plus beta square is -7 square and the other value, that is alpha plus beta square -4 alpha beta, can be solved and it is written as 49 minus 48. ये हमने जस्ट ऊपर सॉल्व किया है, so we are taking values from there as it is. तो क्या बचेगा हमारे पास? 49. So this is the product. तो हमने सम निकाला, हमने प्रोडक्ट निकाला. Now ultimately finding out the equation. So therefore equation is x square minus sum of x plus product is equal to 0. Now what is the sum? Sum is 50. So x square minus 50x plus product is 49 and then equal to 0. So this is the final answer. All right. So इस तरीके से हम क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. Now second question पर चलते हैं. Now in second question, what is the requirement? If alpha and beta are the roots of the given equation, then find out the value of alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha. ये हमें find out करना है. तो always the first step is find out the sum and product from the given equation. So from this given equation, we are writing sum. Sum is minus b upon a. So minus of -4 upon a is 2. So what is left? 2. So 2 is the sum. That is, we can say alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is 2. Also, we have to find the product. So product is C upon A. C is -1, A is 2. So alpha into beta is -half. -half. ये दोनों values आ गई. Now let's simplify this. Now what we have to do, we can take the LCM. Alpha into beta becomes the LCM. So what is left? Alpha cube plus beta cube. Alpha cube plus beta cube. Now, what is the formula? So again, class 9, 10th में हमने एक formula पढ़ा था. Alpha plus beta whole cube. What was the formula? Alpha cube plus beta cube plus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. This was the formula. Now from this, we require the value of alpha square plus beta square. हमें सिर्फ इसकी वैल्यू चाहिए. तो बाकी सबको हम कहां भेज देंगे? ऑन अदर साइड. So it will become alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. ये फॉर्मूला बन गया किसका? अल्फा क्यूब प्लस बीटा क्यूब का. ओके, सो यहां पर इस गिवन सिचुएशन में हम ये फॉर्मूला को अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. सो लेट्स राइट अल्फा प्लस बीटा क्यूब माइनस 3 अल्फा बीटा इंटू अल्फा प्लस बीटा. ओके, अपॉन में अल्फा बीटा इज अवेलेबल. नाउ जस्ट substitute the values. What is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is given as 2. So 2 to the power of 3 minus 3 into alpha beta. Alpha beta is minus half. Then alpha plus beta, that is sum is 2. Whole divided by alpha into beta, that is minus half. Now let's multiply and solve. So it is 8. 2 and 2 is cancelled, plus 3 upon minus half. So what will be the final result? The result will be minus of 22. Okay. So that was illustration number 2. Now, moving towards the third one. Solve for x. We have to find out the value of x. So the question says 4 to the power of x minus 3 into 2 to the power of x plus 2 plus 2 to the power of 5 is equal to 0. Now, such question can be easily solved using options. So you can put option in place of x and check which is satisfying. Okay, so best way is to use the option as we studied in the previous session. And the second best is to use the quadratic method. Now, how to use the quadratic method? See, here 4 can be written as 2 square. So we can write 2 to the power of x and then square minus 3. Now we can split 2 to the power of x and into 2 square plus 2 to the power of 5 is 32 equal to 0. So it can be written as 2 to the power of x whole square minus 4 into 3 is 12, 2 to the power of x plus 32 equal to 0. Now we can assume 2 to the power of x as any variable y. So let us take 2 to the power of x as y. So the equation becomes y square minus 12y plus 32 is equal to 0. This is the equation. Now we can solve this using any of the method. You can split this or use the Acharya formula. So if we try to split factors of 32, so 4 and 8 can be used. So y square minus 4y plus, minus 8y plus 32 equal to 0. So y can be taken as common, y minus 4. Then 8 can be taken as common. So again, y minus 4 equal to 0. So from here we can get y is equal to 4 and 8. Now at last में वापस क्या करना है? Put the value of y 2 to the power of x equal to 4. 4 means 2 square, therefore x equal to 2. And here also 2x is equal to 2 to the power of 3, therefore x is equal to 3. So in this way we can calculate the value of x and y. All right. Then comes illustration number 4 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's try now illustration number 5 is similar to what we have done now. Sixth one. If one root of equation is 2 minus root 3, then form the equation given that the roots are irrational. Now we have to form the equation. So it is very much easy. So how to form the equation? The formula says x square minus sum of x plus product is equal to 0. Now we must have idea of the roots of equation. So the first root is 2 minus root 3. Then automatically second root will be 2 plus root 3 because they are in always conjugate pair. Now in order to calculate the sum, let us add them. On adding, root 3 will get cancelled. What is left? 4. 4 is left. Also we have to find out the product. So 2 minus root 3 into 2 plus root 3. So we can apply the identity a plus b, a minus b. So a square minus b square. So product will be 1. So now we can form the equation x square minus sum is 4, 4 of x plus product is 1 equal to 0. So it becomes the final quadratic equation. Okay. So जब एक रूट दिया है, दूसरा ऑटोमेटिक हम लिख सकते हैं बाय चेंजिंग द साइन. ऐसा तभी होगा जब वैल्यूज कैसी है? इर्रेशनल. Then we have to find the sum and product. Sum और product एक बार आ जाए, then उसको हम फॉर्मूले में पुट कर देंगे to get the equation. All right. Then let's try the 8th one. If the roots of equation are equal, then show that this is equal to this. Okay. So given is one equation, but here it is given in the format of PQR. Numbers are not given, it is in the form of PQR. Now we are given that the roots are equal. Now when were the roots equal? So we have read the condition. The first condition was if the discriminant is equal to 0, then roots are equal. So here we can find out the discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac. So roots are equal. This implies discriminant is equal to 0. That means b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. So what is b here? B is q into r minus p. So we have to square this. So we have square here. Then minus 4. A is p and c is A is P into Q minus R and C is R into P minus Q. So we have applied this concept here, B square minus 4AC, and this is equal to 0. Now we have to do the multiplication and simplify. So on multiplying, we are getting Q square R square, then Q square P square, then minus 2q square rp. So all these value we have got and we have taken this as common. Now on simplifying we will get the whole square. Now what is the formula for a plus b plus c whole square? So it is a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. So here this formula is getting applied, but some values are negative. So since some values are negative, so there is one negative sign in between. Okay. So from here we have derived that PQ plus QR minus 2RP whole square is equal to 0. Now, in order to remove the square, we can take square root on both the sides. So what will be left? PQ plus QR equal to 2RP or 2PR. Now we can send this PR into denominator and see what is the result. So it will become PQ upon RP plus QR upon RP is equal to 2. So from here, P and P is cancelled, R and R is also cancelled. So what is left? Q by R plus Q by P is equal to 2. We can take Q as common from here. So Q is common. What is left? 1 by R plus 1 by P, and it is equal to Q upon R. So it can be written in this manner also. All right. But do not worry, we have to solve most of the questions using options. Okay. So now let us try some questions from exercise number F. The first question says, if the roots of equations are equal, then find the value of m. Now applying the same condition, roots are equal, that means discriminant is equal to 0. So what is b square? So 8 square minus 4a and then c. C is minus m cube is equal to 0. So what is left? 64 is equal to 8 m cube minus 8 m cube. So we can divide this and see what is the result. So after simplifying, what we are getting? We are getting minus 2. M is equal to minus 2. So just what we have to do, D is equal to 0. That is B square minus 4AC is equal to 0. Now you can put the value and get the result. So you can also put the option also, no worries. It will also give the same result. So correct answer is option number D. Now the second one, question number 2. Now let's try this using options. We can try this using options. See, if you see the options carefully, 0 is available in all the three, in 3 options out of 4. And that means 0 can solve the equation. Now with 0, what we have to choose? Either 1, 3 or minus 3. This we have to decide. So let us try that number. एक ऐसा नंबर ट्राई करते हैं जो किसी दो ऑप्शंस में हो ताकि एक तीर और दो निशाने लग जाए. Let's say if we are having 1, तो 1 is available in option A as well as B. अगर 1 ने satisfy कर दिया, अगर 1 ने satisfy किया, उसका मतलब क्या होगा? C and D will become incorrect. C and D will become incorrect. Okay, so directly we can cut 2 options. So let us try with number 1 first. So we are substituting 1 this time. 2 to the power of 2 into 1 is 2 plus 3 minus 3 square, then 2 into 1 plus 1 equal to 0. So 2 to the power of 5 is 32 minus 18 plus 1 equals to how much we are getting? We are not getting 0. So this is not equal to 0. So option number A and B this time is incorrect because 1 is unable to satisfy. That means option A and option B are rejected. A and B are rejected. Now we have to choose between C and D. So we have to try them and see which is satisfying. So if we try option number, let's say D. So 2 to the power of, we are trying with minus 3 because 0 is available in both of them. 0 क्योंकि दोनों में available है C and D, तो 0 तो satisfy करेगा. We have to check only between 3 and minus 3. So 2 into minus 3 plus 3 minus 3 square into 2 to the power of 3 plus 1. So what we are getting? 2 to the power of minus 3 minus 9 into 2 to the power of minus 3 plus 1. So 2 to the power of minus 3 is 1 by 8 minus 9 by 8 plus 1. Now on adding and subtracting, we are getting 0. That means option number D is satisfying the equation. So option number D is the right answer. So Ritu has given the answer. Ayushi Bothra has also given the answer. Manish is also given. Okay. Now let's try the third one. Third is a bit different but very easy question. So in this case, the series is going on up to infinity. Up to infinity, right? So how to do this? First of all, let us take, let it be y. So y is equal to 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 4 plus and so on up to infinity is there. Now, if we hide the first portion, if we hide this, what is left? The remaining whole thing will be equal to the question given. अगर हमने फर्स्ट लाइन को हटा भी दिया तो भी हमारा क्वेश्चन वही दिखेगा जो ओरिजिनल क्वेश्चन है. तो हम बाकी बची हुई चीज को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं वापस? y. दिस इज द मेन ट्रिक. तो इस पूरे पोर्शन को, द होल रिमेनिंग पोर्शन कैन बी रिटन एज y. This is exactly equal to y. So we will write y is equal to 4 plus 1 upon y. Now let's take the LCM and solve. So y square is equal to 4y plus 1. So this becomes the quadratic equation. और अब इस quadratic equation को हम solve करेंगे using any of the method. So let's solve using Sridhar Acharya method. So minus of b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. A is 1. So what we are getting? 4 plus minus 16 plus 4 upon 2 upon 2. So this can be written as 4 plus minus 2 root 5 upon 2. 2 can be taken as common and cancelled. So 2 plus minus root 5 upon 2. So this 2 is cancelled. So what is the final result? 2 plus minus root 5. 2 plus minus root 5. But the question is only about addition. 4 plus 1 by 4 plus and so on. That means our result cannot be negative. This negative result is not possible. Therefore, we have to choose only the positive figure, that is 2 plus root 5. We have to select only the positive figure, that is 2 plus root of 5. Okay. So this is option number B. Now, before moving forward, let us take a small break of 5 minutes, and after that we will continue. Okay. So welcome back, guys. So let's do some more topics, more concepts. Now, since we are running short of time, we have to cover all the topics. So let us take one more question, and then we will move towards the next concept. So most of the questions are again similar as we have covered from the illustrations. So let us try the other one. Yes, fourth one, exercise number G, and we are trying question number 4. The solution of the equations are. Now, in such a case, you can always try with the options and see which option is able to satisfy the equation. So 4 options are there, and you have to use the options wisely. Like 3 is at 2 places, -3 is also at 2 places. So you have to use the option wisely so that we can cancel or select the option very easily. So let's try the fourth one. Now, if we try with 2, first option 2, we are trying. So 6 into 2, 12 upon 2 plus 1 plus 6 into 2 plus 1 upon 2. So how much we are getting? 12 upon 3 plus 18 upon 2. That is 4 plus 9, 13. So 13 is correct. So 2 is able to satisfy 2 is able to satisfy the equation. Now 2 is available in option number A as well as in option number D. So we have to check any one. We have to check any one and reject the other. So if we are checking option number A, let's check option number A. So 6 into 3 is 18 upon 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 6 into 3 plus 1 is 4 upon 3. So how much we are getting if we cancel them? So 18 upon 4 is 4.5 plus 8. We are getting 12.5, not exactly the same result. That means option A will be rejected and automatically option number D will be accepted. Okay, you have to accept option number D automatically. So no need to solve it completely. Okay. Then let's try one more. Question number 6, you can try. The values of x for the equation are. So here you can either solve using the equation also. That also can take equal time. So x square plus 9x and 4x will become 13x plus 18 minus 6 is 12 is equal to 0. Now we can do the factors of 12. So x square plus x plus 12x is equal to 0. X will be common, x plus 1, and here we can take 12 as common. So again x plus 1 equal to 0. So we are getting x as 1 negative and 12 also negative. So this we are getting the answer. So we can check options. Option number B. Yes, option number B is the correct answer. Okay. So Ritu has given B. Miss Parmar has given option number B. Yes. So always try for the option method and it will be very easy to solve. So let us try some word problems based on the quadratic equations. The first one says difference between a number and its positive square root is 12. Then find the numbers. So according to this, we have to form one equation. So there is a difference. किसके बीच में difference है? एक तो नंबर, लेट द नंबर बी x एंड इट्स पॉजिटिव स्क्वायर रूट, उसका पॉजिटिव स्क्वायर रूट, तो नंबर का स्क्वायर रूट क्या है x, तो x एंड रूट ऑफ x का डिफरेंस दिया गया है 12, so x minus root of x is equal to 12. Now we have to find out the numbers. हमें नंबर्स फाइंड करने हैं, तो ऐसे केस में आप ऑप्शन रख के भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. सो एंड अदर वे इज टू सॉल्व यूजिंग क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. अगर क्वाड्रेटिक के वे में करना है तो कैसे करेंगे? x कैन बी रिटन एज रूट एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस रूट एक्स and minus 12 equal to 0. Now we can take root x as y. So it will become y square minus y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now we can do the factorization and get the result. So y minus 4 and y plus 3 equal to 0. तो इससे क्या वैल्यू आएगी? y is equal to 4 and y का वैल्यू क्या है? रूट ऑफ x. अगर रूट x इक्वल टू 4 है तो x की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी? 16 on squaring both the sides. Second is y is equal to minus 3. This shows that root x will be equal to minus 3. Root x equal to minus 3 and from here x will become 9. So these are the two options. ये दो वैल्यूज हमारे पास आ रही है, तो उसको चेक कर लें क्या दोनों सेटिस्फाई कर पा रहे हैं या नहीं. तो इफ यू चेक 16 minus root of 16, so it is 16 minus 12. 16 minus 12 is 4, verified. Second is 9 minus root of 9, so it is 9 minus 3, not satisfied. So 9 is incorrect, only 16 will be taken as the answer. So correct answer will be 16. ओके तो हम इसको डायरेक्टली ऑप्शन से कर सकते हैं. आपने ऑप्शन में पुट किया 16 और अगर उसे वेरीफाई हुआ देन इट इज करेक्ट. Now comes the second one. A piece of iron rod cost rupees 60. आयरन रॉड का एक पीस हमारे पास अवेलेबल है और उसकी कॉस्ट 60 रुपीज है. So let us mark this. If the rod was 2 meters shorter and each meter cost rupees 1 more, the cost would remain unchanged. That means उसने बोला अगर रॉड का साइज 2 मीटर से छोटा होता एंड हमारी पर मीटर कॉस्ट थोड़ी सी ज्यादा होती, अगर पर मीटर कॉस्ट क्या होती? थोड़ी सी ज्यादा होती, तो फिर उस केस में द कॉस्ट वुड रिमेन अनचेंज्ड. द टोटल कॉस्ट विल रिमेन अनचेंज्ड एंड वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द लेंथ ऑफ द रॉड. तो रॉड की लेंथ क्या है ये हमें फाइंड करना है, ये पता लगाना है. सो इन दिस केस व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, सो लेट अस अज्यूम लेट द लेंथ ऑफ द रॉड बी x मीटर्स. लेंथ हमने मान लिया कितना? x मीटर. तो कॉस्ट कितनी गिवन है? 60 रुपीज इज द टोटल कॉस्ट. 60 रुपीज इज द टोटल कॉस्ट. देन व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट पर मीटर? पर मीटर कॉस्ट क्या है? पर मीटर कॉस्ट विल बी रुपीज 60 अपॉन x. पर मीटर कॉस्ट विल बी 60 अपॉन x. Now, according to the new rate, this is the old situation. Now, according to the new situation, what will be the length? Length will be x minus 2. X minus 2. So, what will be the new rate per meter? Rate per meter. तो पहले रेट टोटल कॉस्ट थी 60, आज भी 60 है, तो 60 अपॉन length is now reduced. Now it is 60 upon x minus 2. तो पहले का रेट पर मीटर था 60 upon x, अभी का रेट पर मीटर क्या है? 60 upon x minus 2. ओके नाउ अब क्वेश्चन ने बोला कि ऐसा करने में जो टोटल कॉस्ट पर मीटर है उसमें 1 रुपी का चेंज आएगा. सो वी कैन राइट इट the difference between these two is ₹1. तो अभी कॉस्ट ज्यादा हो गई, तो 60/x-2 minus 60/x, and their difference is equal to 1. Now we can take the LCM, x into x minus 2. So what is left? 60x minus 60 into x minus 2 equals to 1. So on simplifying, what we are getting, 120 is equal to x into x minus 2. So from here we get the quadratic equation. तो यहां से हमारे पास एक quadratic equation आ चुकी है. Now we have to simplify this. So let us simplify. 120 के factors करने हैं. So 12 and 10 can be taken. So x square minus 12x plus 10x minus 120 equal to 0. So what will be the result? X minus 12 and x plus 10. So 12 and minus 10. So length of the rod will always be positive. It can never be negative. So we have to take the value as 12. So therefore, the length of the rod will be 12 meters. It will be 12 meters. So let us consider this once again. पूरे क्वेश्चन में क्या गिवन था कि जो आयरन रॉड है इसकी टोटल कॉस्ट 60 रुपीज है. अगर इसको 2 मीटर से छोटा कर दिया जाए तो पर मीटर कॉस्ट जो है वो हमारी राइज हो जाएगी बाय ₹1. तो हमने क्या किया, लेट द लेंथ ऑफ द रॉड बी x मीटर्स. x मीटर हमारी क्या हो गई, लेंथ हो गई. सो पर मीटर कॉस्ट क्या बन जाएगी, 60/x. 60/x. सेकेंड सिचुएशन में था लेंथ को हमने रिड्यूस किया बाय 2, सो द न्यू रेट बिकम्स 60/x minus 2. This is the new rate. Now we have to find the difference of 2. दोनों का डिफरेंस हम निकालेंगे और दोनों का डिफरेंस कितना है, that is equal to 1. This becomes our equation, और इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने के बाद we are getting one positive value, other negative. Negative will be rejected and the final answer is 12. All right. Now the third one. The third one says divide 25 into two parts so that sum of their reciprocals is 1/6. So किसके टुकड़े करने हैं, हमें 25 के टुकड़े करने हैं. इस तरह से करना है कि उनके रेसिप्रोकल का टोटल, उनके रेसिप्रोकल का सम कितना हो जाए, 1/6. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्या करेंगे, लेट द फर्स्ट पार्ट बी x and second part will become 25 minus x. Now इनके रेसिप्रोकल का सम करना है. So 1/x plus 1/25 minus x, and this will be equal to 1/6. This is equal to 1/6. Now we will take the LCM and simplify. So 25 minus x plus x upon x into 25 minus x equals 1/6. So x will get cancelled. Now we will do the cross multiplication. 150 equal to 25x minus x squared. So this is the equation. Now we have to simplify the equation and find out the value of x. So क्या रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, x square minus 15x minus 10x plus 150 equal to 0. So x minus 15 and x minus 10. So therefore x की values आ गई 10 and 15. So these are the two parts of 25. ये 25 के दोनों पार्ट्स है. Now alternatively this question can be done using options. अगर ऑप्शन में आपके पास like 10 and 15 अवेलेबल है तो हम क्या करेंगे, दोनों का रेसिप्रोकल किया and then add. So what is the LCM? LCM will be 30. Now 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2. That is 5 upon 30. On solving, we are getting 1 by 6. So again, using option method, we can easily simplify. All right. Now we are having exercise H, then some cubic equations, and then exercise number I. So let us first do this cubic equation, and then we will solve exercise questions. Okay. Now, how to solve the cubic equation? So what is the way of solving this? The first thing we have to do is on trial basis put some of the value of x which satisfies the equation. हमें trial के basis पे कोई भी एक value रखनी है, कोई भी एक वैल्यू रखनी है इक्वेशन में जो उसको सेटिस्फाई कर सके. तो स्टार्टिंग विद वैल्यू 1 -1 और 2 और -2 3 और -3 ऐसी सिंपल वैल्यू ही रखनी है और वो ऑलवेज मैच हो जाती है. तो एक सिंपल वैल्यू से हमें क्या करना है, पुट करके देखना है कौन उसे सेटिस्फाई करता है. उसके बाद आगे का प्रोसेस होता है यूजिंग द ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड व्हिच वी कैन सिंप्लीफाई. सो हमारे पास अवेलेबल है एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स क्यूब माइनस 7x प्लस 6 इक्वल टू 0. नाउ वी डोंट नो कौन इसको सेटिस्फाई करेगा. लेट्स ट्राई विद 1. वी आर ट्राइंग विद 1. सो 1 क्यूब इज 1 minus 7 into 1 is 7 plus 6. So yes, luckily we are getting same result. That means 1 is satisfying the equation. 1 is satisfying the equation. This shows that x minus 1 is a factor of given equation. तो जो गिवन इक्वेशन है उसका फैक्टर कौन है, x minus 1. बिकॉज x की वैल्यू 1 है, दैट मींस x minus 1 इज द फैक्टर ऑफ गिवन इक्वेशन. अगर x minus 1 फैक्टर है, देन व्हाट विल बी द अदर फैक्टर्स. तो दूसरे फैक्टर्स क्या होंगे वो हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, बाय डिवाइडिंग इट. तो उसको हमने डिवाइड करना है लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड व्हिच यू हैव स्टडीड इन क्लास 9 एंड 10. तो यूजिंग दिस लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड, so x minus 1. So the highest value here is x cube and here it is x. तो x को हम किससे मल्टीप्लाई करें कि वो x क्यूब बन जाए? Of course x square. So let us use x square into x is x cube and we are also getting minus x square minus x square. Now change the sign. It will be negative, it will become positive. Cancelled. Now what is left? X square. Next we can bring down 7x. अब x को x square बनाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? We have to use x. तो multiply with x. तो x square minus x. Change the sign. It is cancelled. What is left? Minus 6x plus 6. अभी x को -6x बनाना है, मल्टीप्लाई विथ -6. So -6 plus 6. Now change the sign, positive, negative, and the remainder will be 0. Everything is cancelled. So यहाँ से हमने क्या कंक्लूड किया कि अगर x minus 1 फैक्टर है, then other equation will be x square plus x minus 6. So we can write this in the form of x minus 1 into x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So this is the way of solving the cubic equation by a proper method. अब हमारे पास ये जो quadratic equation है इसको हम solve करेंगे using splitting method. So we require -6 and sum as +1. Sum as +1. So it can be taken as x square plus 3 of x minus 2 of x minus 6 equal to 0. So क्या कॉमन आएगा x plus 3 minus 2 x plus 3 equal to 0. So overall these are the values. So from here we can get the value of x as positive 1, then it is positive 2 and negative 3. So these are the three values of x. So in this way we can calculate the values of cubic equation. This is the first way. Second way is using options. Of course, you can always try options and then you will be able to easily find the answer. Okay. So this is illustration number 1. Now let us try the second one. Solve for real numbers x cube plus x plus 2 equal to 0. So let's try this one. So if we try here, x cube plus x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, if we try again 1, what will happen? 1 cube is 1 plus 2, it is not equal to 0. Then try minus 1, minus 1 cube, then minus 1 plus 2 equal to 0. So negative 1 become negative 2 plus 2 equal to 0. So this time it is satisfying. That means x minus x is equal to minus 1. This shows that x plus 1 is a factor. X plus 1 is a factor of the given equation. Now we have to divide and find the result. So x cube plus x plus 2. Divide it with x plus 1. अब हम इसको x plus 1 से divide करेंगे. So again trying with x square, x cube plus x square, sign change, this is cancelled. What is left? Minus x square plus x. Now again we require minus of x, so it will be minus x square minus x. Change the sign. So what is left? 2 of x plus 2. Now x को 2x बनाना है, use plus 2. So 2x plus 2. Change the sign. Remainder is 0. So from here, what we are getting? X plus 1 and x square minus x plus 2. Now 2 को split करना है जिससे sum करने से आ जाए -1 and product should be +2. So if we try, there is no option. 1 into 2 is 2, but इनका sum हमें required है -1, so it is not possible. If you try +1 into -2, the sum is -1, but the product is not +2. That means there are no rational roots. There are no rational roots. So only the rational root is x is equal to -1. So only this will be the answer. Only x equal to -1 will become the answer. All right. Okay, everybody. Now you have to try using options. Question number first. Let's see who answers first. Question number first. You have to check which of the option is correct. So question number 1 is x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 equal to 0. So we can try 1 first because 1 is available in two cases, option A and B. -1 is only available in option A. So better to try with 1 first. So 1 cube is 1 minus 6 plus 11 minus 6. Now, are we getting it as 0 or not? So we are trying with 1 minus 6 plus 11 and then minus 6. Aditi is asking about exercise H. No, first we are doing exercise number I. After that we will do H. Okay. So most of you are giving option number B. That is 1, 2, and then 3. So if you try to do using options, then using the method, then you have to do the hit and trial method, and then you can solve it. So if positive one is satisfying, then it will be correct, otherwise not. So here clearly we are getting 0, therefore 1 is satisfying. Now you can try with option number 2 and 3, and everybody has tried, so option number B is correct. So Farheen Taz has given the answer. Aditi, Ayushi, Ritu, Pramod, Trisha, Srishti Pandey, Sindhu, everyone has given. Manish, Purva Joshi, great. So option number B is correct. Now try the second one. You have to try the second one, which option is correct. So try one by one, putting the option and check which of the following is correct. So try with 1 or -1 first so that you can judge accordingly. So if you are trying 1, so we are getting 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus 2. So 1 is satisfying. If 1 is satisfying, then let's try this time 2 or -2, because 1 and -1 both are available in option number A and B. So let's try with 2 and -2 so that we can get the conclusion. So if you try 2, so 2 cube is 8 plus 2 into 2 square is 8 -2 -2. It is not 0. So option number A will be incorrect. Now you can check the B option. B option is -2 cube is -8. Then 2 into -2 square is plus of 8. Then minus of -2 and -2. So here 8 is getting cancelled, 2 is getting cancelled, and it is equal to 0. Yes. Option number B is satisfying. So B will be correct. So Manish, Fareen Taj has given the answer. Sindhu, Pramod, Ritu, Trisha, and Srishti. Great, everybody. Now the third one. Third one says x, x minus 4, and x plus 5 are the factors. If x is the factor, that means it is equal to 0. If x minus 4 is equal to 0, then x equals 4. And the third one, x plus 5 equals 0, that means x equal to minus 5. So these are the three values. Now you can check these three values are satisfying which equation. So one by one, you have to try in the options and check which one is satisfying the equation. So clearly it is very easy to track because if you put 0, all the variables will become 0 and 2 is left. So option number A is incorrect. In option number B, there is no constant. So everything will become 0. So therefore B will be correct. In C, you can see that again, 12 is the constant. So 12 will be left. In option number D, minus 6 will be left. Therefore, you can directly select option number B. So third B is correct. So now all these questions are similar. So you can try it by yourself. And then let's try some question from exercise number H. Exercise number H. Now, the first question of exercise H says the sum of two numbers is 8. This is the first conditions about sum. And sum of their squares is 34. Sum of squares is 34. Now, taking one number as x, form an equation in x and hence find the numbers. So overall, we have to check that option which is able to satisfy both the conditions. तो ऐसा कौन सा ऑप्शन है जो दोनों को satisfy कर रहा है? तो हमें sum चाहिए 10. Option A will be rejected. Sum is not 10. Option B is having 10. Option C is having, sorry, B is having 8. But the sum of squares is not 34 in option number B. 4 square is 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. B is rejected. C option, 3 plus 5 is 8. First condition verified. Second condition, 3 square 9 plus 5 square 25. Total is 34. So option number C is correct. C is correct. Similarly, you can try question number 2. The difference of two positive integers is 3. This is the difference and their sum of squares is 89. Sum of squares is 89. Then find the integers. We have to find out the integers. So check the first condition. 7 minus 4 is 3. First condition verified. Now sum of square. 7 square is 49 plus 16. It is not 89. Option A will be rejected. 5 plus 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. First condition verified. Second, 25 plus 64. 25 plus 64 is 89. Second condition also verified. So option number B is correct. Now the third one, it is simple, a language based question. 5 times of a positive whole number. To let the number be x. So what will be 5 times? It is 5x. So 5 times of a positive whole number is 3 less than twice the square of the number. So twice and square of the number. So 5 times a positive number is 3 less. That means the difference between the two is equal to 3. So दोनों में 3 का difference है. So if you check कौन सा option correct होगा? Which option will be correct? So you can add 3 here. Now check which of the option will be correct. Let's try with the first option. X की place पे आपने रखा है 3. So 5 into 3 plus 3 equal to 2 into 3 square. 18, and here also 18. Both sides are equal. Directly first option is correct. First one is correct. Okay. Now the fourth one. The area of rectangular field is 2000 square meters and its perimeter is 180. So area is 2000 square meters, perimeter is 180. Form the quadratic equation and then find the value of length and breadth. So we have to apply the simple formula. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. So L into B should come as 2000, and perimeter, that is 2 into L plus B, should be equal to 180. Or we can say that L plus B should be equal to 90. Though we have to check these two conditions. Their product should be 2000 and some should be 90. So there is only one option which is satisfying this condition, and that is option number B. 50 multiplied by 40 is 2000 and 50 plus 40 is equal to 90. Okay. Now, fifth, two squares have sides p centimeter and p plus 5 centimeter. The sum of their squares is 625. The sides of the squares are. तो स्क्वायर की साइड्स क्या होगी? सो क्लियरली अगर एक साइड p है और दूसरी p plus 5, तो दोनों में डिफरेंस कितना होना चाहिए? 5 का, राइट? दोनों में 5 का डिफरेंस होना चाहिए. सो क्लियरली ऑप्शन नंबर 1 इज रॉन्ग, ऑप्शन नंबर 2 is wrong. Option number C में difference is 5, right? Now check the second condition. Sum of their squares is 625. So 15 square 225, 20 square 400, and the total is 625. So conditions are verified. Option number C is correct. Okay. So all these are the word problems and all these can be solved using options. So H exercise में हमने ज्यादा क्वेश्चन इसीलिए किए because ये थोड़े word problem है, कई बार ज्यादा क्वेश्चन इसमें से भी आ जाते हैं. So that is why we have covered this topic in much detail. Okay. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं. एंड अगर आपको और कोई डाउट्स है तो यू कैन आस्क मी ऑन द एप्लीकेशन. Okay, this is the name, Students Clinic. You can just download and you can ask the doubts here. All right. Now question number 6, divide 50 into two parts such that sum of their reciprocals is 1/12. 50 के दो पार्ट्स करने हैं जिससे सम, उनके रेसिप्रोकल का सम कितना आ जाए? 1/12. So first condition is उनका sum should be 50 and second उनके reciprocal का sum 1/12. So it is always better to take the round of figure like which is in a multiple of 10 or 100. तो पहले ऑप्शन नंबर डी को चेक करेंगे. ऑलवेज जब भी ऑप्शन चेक करें, जो ऑप्शन आपको आसान लग रहा है, ट्राई दैट ऑप्शन फर्स्ट. ओके, ऑलवेज ट्राई दैट ऑप्शन. सो वी आर ट्राइंग विद ऑप्शन नंबर डी. सो 1/20 प्लस 1/30. So LCM is 600. So what we are getting, or you can do simply 30 plus 20. So finally you are getting 1/12. So option number D is satisfying both the condition, hence it is correct. Okay. Now the seventh one. There are two consecutive numbers such that difference of their reciprocals is 1 upon 240. Now it is again the similar. You can try this. This time there is difference. In place of addition, there is difference. Then eighth one. The hypotenuse of right angle triangle is 20. So if there is a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is 20. The difference between its other two sides be 4. Then we have to find out the sides. Now there is one simple formula in right angle triangle which we say as Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So this is the formula. So we are having hypotenuse square, that is 20 square, it should be 400. Now try that option, जिसका square and sum कितना आ जाए 400. So we have to try that option. So option number A says 11 and 15. 11 square is 121, 15 square 225. But the total is not 400. Rejected. 12 square is 144, 16 square is 256, so total is 400. Option number B is able to satisfy the condition. So therefore, option number B is correct. All right. Now the ninth one, the sum of two numbers is 45 and the mean proportional between them is 18. Now you have to recall the chapter ratio and proportion, and here the question is talking about mean proportional between them is 18. Mean proportional means the middle value. Then we have to find out the numbers. So sum is given, mean proportional is given. So just try with the option and check kiska mean proportional 18 होगा. ओके सो ऐसा ऑप्शन आपको चेक करना है जो 18 के जो फैक्टर्स है उससे डिविजिबल हो, लाइक 3, 6, 9 इनसे डिविजिबल होना चाहिए. चूज दैट ऑप्शन फर्स्ट. लाइक यू कैन ट्राई ऑप्शन नंबर ए, ऑप्शन नंबर सी. इन दो ऑप्शन में से आपको पहले ट्राई करना चाहिए. ओके सो 15, 30 and in between you if you try x, so it is x square is equal to 15 into 30. So root of 450 will not be 18, rejected. Let's try option number C. X square is equal to 36 into 9. Now we can do the root of 36 into 9. So 6 multiplied by 3 is 18. Option number C is satisfying the condition. So ninth answer will be C. Ayushi Bothra has given the answer. Venkat Lakshmi has also given the answer. Great. So most of these questions have been already asked in examination and not only once but many times. तो बहुत बार यही क्वेश्चंस बार बार रिपीट होते हैं. सो ऑल दीज आर वेरी वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. सो एग्जाम में से नॉर्मली क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन में से 1 or 2 क्वेश्चंस कैन बी आस्क्ड. Okay, so 1 to 2 questions can be asked from this chapter. Now the next one, the sides of equilateral triangles are shortened by 12 units, 13 units and 14 units respectively, and a right angle triangle is formed. Then the side of equilateral triangle, तो equilateral triangle की side क्या होगी ये आपको बताना है. So equilateral triangle means ऐसा triangle जिसमें all the sides are equal. A triangle in which all the sides are equal. So let's try this. Now what we have done, हर साइड को हमने थोड़ा सा छोटा कर दिया. If the side is x, so x minus 12, x minus 13, and other is x minus 14. और ऐसा reduce करने से now it becomes a right angle triangle. Now which side is bigger? जिसको हमने कम reduce किया है, that will be the greatest. So x minus 12 सबसे बड़ी side होगी and this will become the hypotenuse. X minus 12, x minus 13, and x minus 14. And now you can apply again the Pythagoras to get the result. So x minus 12 whole square is equal to x minus 13 square plus x minus 14 whole square. Now by applying this, you can easily get the answer. And also you can try using options also. Option से भी आप check कर सकते हैं. So option number A, if you try, 17. So 17 minus 12 is 5. 17 minus 13 is 4. And 17 minus 14 is 3. Now you have to check whether Pythagoras is applicable here or not. So 5 square must be equal to 3 square plus 4 square. So 9 plus 16 is 25. And here also it is 25. So LHS is equal to RHS. Both sides are equal. Both sides are equal. Therefore, option number A will be correct. Now there is question number 11. A distributor of apple juice has 5,000 bottle in the store. Store में उसके पास juice की 5,000 bottles available है. And it wishes to distribute in a month. और पूरे एक महीने में उसको distribute कर लेना है. Now from the experience, demand का function हमें given है. And now we have to find out the price per bottle so that the inventory will become zero. So हमारा एम क्या है, हमारा स्टॉक खाली हो जाना चाहिए, इन्वेंट्री जीरो हो जानी चाहिए. इन्वेंट्री कब जीरो होगी? जब डिमांड एंड सप्लाई दोनों क्या हो जाएंगे, इक्वल. सो व्हेन डिमांड एंड सप्लाई बोथ आर इक्वल, तब क्या होगा, देयर इज पॉइंट ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम. उस पॉइंट को हम बोलते हैं इक्विलिब्रियम. दिस यू विल बी स्टडीइंग इन इकोनॉमिक्स इन द चैप्टर मार्केट. सो वेयर डिमांड इज इक्वल टू सप्लाई, दैट सिचुएशन इज नोन एज इक्विलिब्रियम. अगर 10 की डिमांड है, 10 की सप्लाई है, तो स्टॉक कितना बचेगा, जीरो. 1000 की डिमांड है, 1000 की सप्लाई है, स्टॉक क्या बचेगा, जीरो. इन दिस सेम केस हियर 5000 का स्टॉक है, अगर डिमांड भी 5000 हो जाए तो फिर हम क्या बोलेंगे, स्टॉक विल बी जीरो. सो वी हैव टू इक्वेट the given situation with 5000. So 2000 p square plus 2000 p plus 17,000 equal to 5000. So now you can equate this and solve. So जो भी common आ रहा है, cut them. So all the three zeros can be cancelled from everywhere. So what is left? Minus 2p square plus 2p is equal to minus 12. Now check which one is satisfying the equation. If you try 3 minus 2 into 3 square plus 2 into 3. So 9 into 2 minus 18 plus 6. We are getting minus of 12. That means option number A is able to satisfy the equation. Therefore, price can be kept as 3. So if price is 3, demand is equal to supply and there will be zero inventory. There will be zero stock. Okay. So this way we have completed the topic quadratic equations. So this was a very lengthy topic, lot of variety was there, lot of question was there, and in the whole chapter the main tip and trick is that to solve the question using options. जितना ज्यादा आप ऑप्शन से ट्राई करोगे उतना जल्दी आपकी प्रैक्टिस होगी and you will become pro in such kind of chapters. Okay, so this was all from my side. अगर आपको कोई भी doubt है, then you can ask on the application, and Students Clinic is the name. And otherwise, we will be meeting in our next session that is on 8th. So till then, bye everyone. Take care and see you soon.